Hello guys! So, basically today I'm gonna teach you how to do Mixer. The main, or Twixtor, sorry, Video Star calls it Mixer, but the main recipe for Twixtor in the first place, you need a couple things you need to know, is to always use the best possible quality of clips, because Video Star absolutely kills quality, and especially when it goes through velocity twice, it's gonna go downhill. And you can put it through velocity multiple times depending on how much you want the clip to be like flowy or whatever. But besides that, you just want to experiment a whole bunch depending on what you're going for, what kind of clips you're using. I've been learning how to do this forever. I've been using Twixtor on phone for years, over 5 years. But this is the most efficient way I've found. There's other apps you can use Twixtor on, but they just don't work the way I'd like them to work, at least. But this is what we're going for. We just have our regular clips right now. And we're just going to start from the beginning. Oh my god, I couldn't find it. So you hit velocity. Velocity is what we're using. And then the first thing you want to make sure is you're using faster Mixer. That's the one you start with. Oh, and don't mind that. So you want to go halfway up this line to speed the entire clip up. And this is basically going to make the frames all move together a lot better. I'm using a huge ass clip, so it's going to take a little bit, but it's just going to merge, see the frames merge a little bit better. And then the second thing is you want to make sure you're on better Mixer then. And essentially you're just going to go down. This is where you have to figure out what looks better. You can use the little preview thing and it'll let you see what looks a little bit better. And that looks pretty good. You just want to adjust it, look at what's going on, basically. You want to try and stay away from using using more of the clip, as much. Okay, that doesn't make much sense. You want to try and avoid hitting to the point where the clip freezes at the end, because you're speeding up the clip, so only half of the actual clip is gonna be movement. So you don't want to go past that movement part, or it's gonna make it look really, really crusty. But that looks pretty good for that one. And so essentially you just repeat this for the entire ED. Unless you're going to be doing a flow edit, or you're going to be trying to speed up certain parts in the beginning and the end. And I'll show you in a little bit how to do that. I'm just going to speed up right now for what I'm doing here, because you probably don't really want to watch it. Unless you do. Actually, I won't speed it up because you probably want to see what I'm doing. But I've been doing this for so long, it's kind of just second nature. Basically, fast Mixer, then better Mixer, and experiment. Because really high movement clips are going to always look choppier. It's just choosing what clips look better. You want to try and find clips that have higher frame per second. Those always look way better. It's really just trial and error, because sometimes it can look really good and other times it looks really bad. After this clip though, I'm gonna do a bit of flow. It's not really flow, but it's just kind of putting the two clips and making them look a little bit better when you transition between the two. So I'm gonna make this next clip slow in the beginning and then fast right at the end. So you still just do the regular speeding it up with the fast Mixer. I have no idea why I'm just pausing here for a solid 50 seconds or something. But essentially you want the clip to just be the regular really fast in the beginning, then you slow it down in the beginning. You want to actually even go slower than usual, just so you can make up for going super fast at the end, so you don't run out of clips and it doesn't stop at, like, then that would make it really choppy. So I just sped up at the very end. Watch the preview, make sure it doesn't look too choppy. Then the next clip, essentially, you want to do the exact opposite. So you want to start super fast and then go slow. And you have to mess around with both of these multiple times most of the time to see how you can make it as less choppy as possible. I usually just kind of eyeball it and go with it, and if I need to change it a little bit more, I'll change it a little bit more. Always make sure it's better Mixer though. And that's basically how you do Twixtor on Video Star. I found that video game clips and Ruby, the Twixtor looks even better on that. Same with Flow. Doing Flow looks a lot better. I actually first found out, I'm changing the subject so badly. I'm not good at this stuff. But now I'm just adding the Video Star motion blur, because when you're actually making the edit and you're doing transitions and such, adding motion blur on Twixtor makes it look a lot smoother. It gives it motion blur, essentially, which, duh, Jillian. Adding motion blur essentially just makes it look a little bit smoother. It covers up the warp a bit. Warp is just gonna happen. I don't know, you could probably make warp go away a lot easier on After Effects, but on Video Star, you just gotta go with whatever you got. If you got a little bit warp, it's okay. It's not going to kill the edit, especially if you're using transitions and it's covering up half of the Twixtor anyway. But I essentially always add motion blur to my edits now. The only time I don't use motion blur is on like really jarring transitions and stuff, because sometimes it makes it look bleh. But honestly, just experiment. I've been experimenting with Mixer since it came out. I think it came out a little out before CJ's birthday. Yeah, because that was the first, Chase's birthday edit is the first time I used it. But, there you go. I hope this helps. You probably didn't need to listen to my voice the entire time. God, I'm sorry.